What's going on, everybody? I'm GemMint. Welcome back to the channel. Today I shared a video on my community post. The YouTube gods decided to push an older video for whatever reason, the most expensive Marvel trading card set from the 90s, which of course are the 1996 Marvel Masterpieces. And as I'm eagerly awaiting the Kickstarter Joe Jusko 1992 art book, I figured we'd take a look at Titans. This is basically the Boris Vallejo and Julie Bell art book hardcover, which features most of their paintings from that 1996 set, plus it has other art as well. So we're going to take a look at the art book, and I have the 2018 Marvel Masterpieces Joe Jusko book. Maybe we'll take a look at this later. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see that as well. And I will definitely be showcasing the 92 hardcover once it comes in, hopefully by the end of the month. So we have the married couple, Boris Vallejo and Julie Bell, painters extraordinaire. Their collaborative works are some of my favorites. I don't know if it's because the Jusko cards got me into comics, but something about painters bringing in the realism of these characters really just resonated with me and made me become a fan of comics and wanted to learn more about the characters. So this book is called Titans, features X-Men, Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Silver Surfer, the Hulk. Here is the spine and the back, which we've kind of seen already. These two definitely from that 1996 set. And even though their paintings aren't perfect, like a lot of the facial expressions sometimes are a little off, sometimes the proportions are off, but I just really love their style and the realism that they bring. I mean, this Spider-Man is amazing. When did this book come out? Let's take a look at the inside. So here's the inside of the dust jacket. It was a $34 hardcover when it came out. I'm sure this is out of print. Talking about the characters. It's going to have stuff from that 96 set, but I think it's going to have other stuff as well. Maybe even from Eternal Champions. They did the artwork for the Sega video game, amongst other things. Here's a biography on Boris and Julie. The hardcover itself looks the same as the dust jacket, identical. So maybe we'll see on the inside when this came out. Titans. All right, so this is their depiction of the modern Thor at the time. This book came out in the year 2000, 24 years old. All right, little table of contents, piece of art here. Okay, so here's them doing what? That's Julie doing Lady Death. So that's not even, Marvel. That's from Chaos Comics. Here goes Beast. That's from the 1996 set. Spider-Man. So again, it's a painting. I could see people saying that they don't like this. I've seen people in the comments say they don't really like the 96 set, but I'm a big fan of that set, not only because it's rarity. It was super scarce because at the time, it was severely under-ordered by comic shops. It was at the end of the 90s Marvel trading card boom, but it was a beautiful set, man. It's such a shame that it happened to that set because now they're crazy expensive. The video that I was talking about in the beginning, I think the base set went for $800 at the time. Now, I think it's like 4 years later, it's like a $2,000 set. So here goes that Spider-Man. Boris did this one. Man, I just love this one. The highlights on him. I don't know, that realism just really gets me. Their Spider-Woman, their Julie Carpenter, amazing. Love this Spider-Man too. I think this was from the Double Impact Chase set, but I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. It might have been the regular Spider-Man card, but I'm pretty sure it was from the Double Impact. Which, man, the Chase sets from the 96 Marvel Masterpieces are crazy expensive. And bro, look at this art book. First of all, this double page spread filling up the entire page of Spider-Man versus Doc Ock, and these were two separate cards. Let me bring out a regular comic book to show you the size difference. These comics are a must-have. The 4 issues that give you the Joe Jusko paintings from the 92 Marvel Masterpieces, even some of the stuff that he did for 1993 and 94, I believe. I should do a video on these too. And for reference, let's do a trading card. So here we go, size of a regular comic book. This is one of the metal cards from that 92 Kickstarter set, which they haven't mailed out the books yet, but they mailed out the cards kind of as a holding us over type of thing. So here, just for perspective on how large this book is compared to a trading card and regular comics. Love the depiction of Doc Ock. He's not muscular. He's a little bit chubby, but the metal arms look amazing. Digging Spider-Man. Love the background. All right, so then we have Doc Ock's, what is it, his granddaughter or his daughter? I forget the storyline of the female Doc Ock. Another Spider-Man. Wow, that one looks great, man. Look at the mask, the eyes, Carnage in the background. This depiction of Carnage always looked a little bit weird to me. It's not really how he looked in comics, but hey, that was their take on it. I like the symbiote kind of coming out as, looks like it's going to form into a weapon. Mouth is crazy unique. Spidey and Green Goblin with another Carnage in the background. Here's another one of Carnage. Green Goblin. The true Green Goblin, where it's like, how is that even a mask? Like, which part is really Norman and which part are the Green Goblin mask pieces? All right, then Hobgoblin, always super creepy. Scarlet Spider, man. See, the other thing is, this was in 1996. That's my era for comics, man. I was born in 84, so I was 12 years old when those stories came out. So that is my childhood. You got Spider-Man vs. Lizard. Another kind of very unique take on the Lizard. I mean, we've seen Lizard in alligator form, but it just looks like something you've never seen before. Boris on that one. Julie did this one. And it even gives you a little breakdown. So on the Lizard card here on the right, or the painting, I should say, it says, at one point, Peter Parker tries to rid himself of his spider powers, but instead grows 4 extra arms. In search of a doctor to cure him, he bumps into Lizard, who is a doctor but has no wish to do Spider-Man any favors. So this book giving us a little breakdown of what's going on during the time of that painting or whatever story they were trying to relay. This was another one that was broken up into 2 cards, and they were like a connecting card set. Solo Venom by Boris. Again, a very unique take. Not my favorite depiction, but I still have a soft spot for it. Love the Ben Reilly new Spider-Man suit. This one, I'll give it to you guys. The mask is a little bit weird. Like, they didn't draw any definition to show the nose. It looks flat. The eyes look kind of weird. But I still have a soft spot for this for some reason. I still love the realism. The city looks amazing. The body looks good. But that face, that could have done a reworking for sure. This video is brought to you by Bad Music, issue number 1. Following the battle at the Ninja Funk Dojo and the capture of BB, Bad Music retreats to their headquarters at the Nexus. With the love of Laser Wolf's life as irresistible bait, there's no doubt in Queen Bad's mind that her nemesis will come knocking and she's ready for them. Will Laser Wolf, JPG McFly, and Wolfgang see the trap for what it is or run headlong into disaster? Find out in Ninja Funk Bad Music number 1, hitting your LCS this October. Marvelous Universes. So you have Lilandra. What is it? From the Shi'ar Empire? I always say it wrong. But Professor X's chick. I love how the painters depict metal. I mean, Alex Ross does an amazing job on it. Here goes Julie Bell making that shiny metallic look. Here's Silver Samurai. Don't love the face on him. It looks a little bit awkward. Still a very cool painting, though. Then you have She. Shout out to Billy Tucci. So not a Marvel character. Crusade Comics. So I like how this book collects not only, like I said, the 96 Marvel stuff, but it has other characters. Yukio. You've got Mariko right here, so some Wolverine lore. I don't know this character. Ogum? I'm not sure who that is. Maybe it's from that same Frank Miller miniseries, and I just don't remember. Julie's take on Adam Warlock. Thanos. This was part of the 96 set. The blacked out eyes look a little bit weird, but I always loved kind of like the anatomy, the musculature, the costume. So proud. He's standing his back straight. All right, so we have Viral here. I'm not really familiar with Viral. That's a Malibu Comics character. Namorita, Locust. I'm not familiar with Locust either. But they were both fantasy painters first and foremost, so they always did a lot of like women and fantasy. I think they might even have some of that at the end of this book. But Boris's take on Black Cat, always dug this card, man. And actually, I don't think this was from the 96 set. I feel like this was from the 1994, Fleer Publishing. I feel like this was one of the insert cards for that 94 Spider-Man Fleer Ultra set. Amazing. The anatomy looks crazy, guys. I mean, They do sexy females. They even make a point to say that in the dust jacket. Inside you'll find, among many others, the lovable Spider-Man, the irresistibly sexy Spider-Woman. So they know what they're doing. Okay, and speaking of like metal and such, Silver Surfer, 3 different paintings. These are all Julie Bell. Man, love it. The kind of nebula space in the background. You got the planet in the background here. The metallic shine is just awesome. Yeah, so Prime, that's right. That was the Malibu Comics character. I'm not really familiar with it. I've seen the character design because they were really trying to push that around, that time, 94, when I was a kid. Psylord. It's giving me a Shazam vibe, but look at the sweat, like the shininess on the skin. The muscle detail is crazy. Yeah, so maybe it doesn't have Eternal Champions here. I think that was Prime is what I was thinking of. All right, Void and Silver Sable. So Void is from Image. Silver Sable, obviously a Marvel character. Very interesting. I really like this one. And this one doesn't have the shiny type of skin. It has a very kind of painted look. Not as much on the realism, but as far as the texturing is concerned. Very cool, though. Oh, man. Vengeance from the Ghost Rider lore. Lady Demon from Chaos Comics. Man, look at the background. The skulls, the volcanoes. Awesome, you guys. We need a Gabriel Dell'Otto book like this, too. If he has one, let me know in the comments below. Are there any other hardcovers, like art books like this from, let's say, Alex Ross, Gabriel Dell'Otto, Adi Granov? Here's the Ghost Rider. They made that one super small. But then here is the Blackout versus Ghost Rider. I want to say that was also, a 2-card set, connecting cards. Jackal. Didn't really like this depiction. It really just looks like Dracula. But Jackal, Professor Warren, his last name's eluding me. Is it Warren Davis? No, I think it's a singer. The guy who was responsible for the Clone Saga. War Machine looks super slick. Okay, so I'm not familiar with this one. Ascanti, Genesis, and Astarte. Huh. Yeah, these are Marvel characters, though. This must be from, is it Age of Apocalypse? I think these are affiliates of Bishop. It looks like futuristic X-Men stuff. All right, so we have Alistair the Slayer. That's a Midnight Press character. Of course, Weapon X. Not really a big fan of this. I mean, I like it. Look at the shininess of the claws. The helmet looks like it's sitting a little bit high up on Logan's face, and his body needs way more hair. But I don't know. Again, I have a soft spot for it. It's not perfect, but I still like it. Prophet from Image Comics. Bro, you can't tell me the 90s isn't peak characters and such. Holocaust, speaking of which. What's that, like an Onslaught character, right? Sienna Blaze. That's a Marvel character, too. I'm not familiar with her. Look at the water splash, though. Very cool, very cool. Brink of Destruction from Chaos Comics. Brink. I'm not familiar with her. All right, Zealot. I always think about Rockin' Robbie when I hear that. U.S. Agent. Man, that doesn't really look like him. I guess that's when he was it when he became Patriot? I just kind of did an overview on the Captain America Omnibus by Grunwald, and they had a lot of Cap stuff in there. Thunderstrike, Lady Deathstrike. I got all the cybernetics, those elongated fingers. Thor looks cool, too. Modern Thor at the time. Omega Red. So they kind of cheated with this one. It's mostly hair. You got the shiny adamantium tentacle. Pretty cool. Gen 13. Dang. Then we got Hydra. Action figures. This is from Penthouse Comics. Not exactly standard superheroes, these vampire hunters were painted for the cover of a Penthouse publishing venture that Boris and Julie both had fun with for a while. The tone of these adult comics was very tongue-in-cheek and lighthearted. In this case, it's plainly more important that the girls look sexy than that they're even faintly equipped to take on a vampire, but that was kind of the joke. So that was for Penthouse. Okay. See, they were all about that. Marvel Knights and DC Days. So here goes the Daredevil. Didn't really love this one. I felt like the pose was a little bit off. Man, that suit is painted on Matt Murdock. This one is cool too, man. What is that? Shadowland Daredevil costume. Traditional yellow and red. The OG costume. Daredevil 1, they're calling it. Elektra, Black Widow. Pretty cool, the movement on this one. Elektra looks pretty cool. Punisher. So, man, okay, pretty cool. Don't love them. They're not my favorite Punisher paintings, but you got Fraying Castle, got the weapons. The detail on the weapons looks crazy. Doctor Strange. That was always a very unique take on Strange, right? He looks older. He looks like he's tired. Crystal from the Inhumans back in '96. All right, we got Invisible Woman. That looks great. She's got one of those invisible platforms she's using to fly on. Human Torch. Pretty cool. The Thing. And, of course, you've got Doctor Doom. These are all Boris, except for Invisible Woman was Julie's. Don't love this one. The eyes look a little out of place. Right? Doesn't look like the anatomy is too correct there. Yo, these were crazy. These were connecting cards. I used to collect these trading cards, and specifically oh yeah, this is both DC. I was never able to put together the set. What's going on here? This must be from Amalgam, right? Because you got Iron Man, Hawkman, Flash, Quicksilver. I want to say Hawkeye, Thor, Wonder Woman versus, I guess, Black Widow. And is that Lex Luthor? I don't even know. Then on this one, you got Gambit with Supergirl, Beast, the Nightwing Cyclops. I remember I used to have that card. The Wolverine card was crazy cool. Rogue. I think there are some cool Rogue paintings in here, too. All right, so here goes the Flash, Captain Atom, Avengers. So Boris Cap from 1995. Cap versus Red Skull. Another Cap card. I want to say this was a double impact as well. Could be wrong. Their Hulk stuff, so different versions of the Hulk. Very unique takes. I like this one. No neck Hulk. So what they're calling it, the Thinking Hulk. Oh yeah, there you go. That's their version of Smart Hulk. Then you got Hulk 1, Raging Hulk. She-Hulk holding up a refrigerator with a whole crazy stack of burgers. You got Gray Hulk and Hulk 2 right here. Don't love the mouth on that one. Gray Hulk looks pretty cool. Iron Man, there you go, doing this kind of shiny looking armor. Iron Man versus Fin Fang Foom. That was another connecting card set from the '96 set. Another one of Iron Man. Giant Man here next to the Corvette. Yo, that's crazy cool. And then you have Yellow Jacket. Ant-Man, Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch looks nothing like Scarlet Witch, right? It looks like an 80s or early 90s bodybuilder, which is probably the inspiration that they used for that one. But there goes Scarlet Witch, Thor versus Loki, and then Thor solo shot. Pretty cool Loki. Yeah, this was a crazy, weird Wolverine, man. Wolverine and Cap. That mask is crazy. The pose is kind of off. But again, I like the little like irregularities. This connecting set, X-Men and Avengers. You got Storm up there, Rogue, Scarlet Witch, Cyclops, Beast, Iceman, and Iron Man. Check out Iceman here. Quicksilver. Very cool. That was from '98. Professor X. It looks like somebody I know. Another Professor X, that's a cool one. Colossus. Sick card right there, or painting, which became a card. Same with this one. The Cyclops. They did a few different Cyclops. I always thought this one was weird with the visor like that. Cyclops again. Oh, their Archangels were dope. So here's Archangel in that traditional costume. Here's him in like the regular angel costume, but he still has the metal wings. And then the X Factor costume, I want to say. I think that's X Factor as well. Dang. Big page, Angel versus Apocalypse, classic battle. He'll lose the wings. He'll become a horseman of Apocalypse. Apocalypse looks sick, yo. Look at the veins, the gauntlets, the little tubing. Yo, this book is crazy, man. I'm glad I was flipping through it again. All right, then here goes Wolverine. I always dug this card. I want to say this was also a painting that they gave away or something. I've seen it on eBay over the years. This as a painting. Here goes their take on Bone Claw Wolverine. This one looks super weird, almost like your vampire Wolverine with Shadowcat. That doesn't really look like Kitty Pryde either. You see her legs going through the floor. Some more Wolverine. So here's one super realistic take. Again with the bone claws. He's got the metal thing in between them. Then you got your Samurai Logan. And then you have Wolverine versus Lord Skinjin. Brown suit Wolverine, though. Crazy awkward pose. But still cool. All right, then you have your boy Nathan Gray, Cable. And then Cable versus his evil clone Strife. Another connecting card set that they had. You got Dark Beast versus X-Man, some Age of the Apocalypse. And I always love this Beast, man. So dynamic, coming at you with the feet. But you gotta love some Dark Beast. Looks super cool. All right, then we got Gambit, Forge, and Iceman. Look how clean this Iceman art is. Forge, super realistic. And of course, Gambit. Should have gave him pink instead of orange, though, for his kinetic energy. Bishop. So I used to have a custom statue that was based off of this. Shirtless Bishop, looking like a male model. Then you got long-haired Bishop. He's got the red eyes. They gave him the pink energy there. I do like that, though. I like that depiction of him. More Bishop here. So this is a Blazing Bishop. Then you have On the Rampage. Again, he looks crazy right here. Classic costume, though. Love me some Bishop. All right, then we've got Banshee. We got Generation X. Banshee looks cool. White Queen, Emma Frost. 2 versions. Got a seductive look. Kind of like a sinister sneer on this one. But look at the red background. I love painted comic book characters. X-Women. So this was from the front of the book. Psylocke, Rogue, Jean Grey, and Storm. Yeah, these are going to be great. So always loved this Rogue. Ditching the jacket. She's flying in midair. This one here, she's in battle. Another one from the 96 set, just showing off the physique, floating in midair. This one looks a little bit different. She has more of like a flowing straight hair rather than the curls. Jean Grey, beautiful painting right here, you guys. Dang. Like a swan. Like a ballerina dance she's got going on. She looks kind of weird here. It's giving me a little bit of a Peggy Bundy vibe. This one's called Telekinesis. Oh, this is Telekinesis. This one is just Jean Grey. No, hold on. I don't know. Far left. Okay, yeah. Jean Grey, and this is Telekinesis. Whatever. All right, here goes some more Jean Grey. This one was always kind of weird. Like she's sitting, but she's flying, but ripping through reality. Or maybe it's just clouds. Going up against some kind of sentinel tentacles. Maybe Omega Red. It's called Phoenix. Very cool. Then we've got some Storm. The backgrounds look great on Storm, man. So this is another kind of like Danger Room battle. Got her in the clouds, the lightning in the background. Some more Storm. Love this one. Rainstorm is that one. Lightning Conductor, Electrical Storm. Beautiful paintings, man. I would love to have these hanging up on the wall. All right, so we got another one, a Shadowcat. Looks a little bit more like Kitty Pryde. Psylocke. They do a mean Psylocke. So this is Boris Vallejo, 1994. And then this is Boris again in 95. Some more Psylocke. Giving her a different look on this one. Psionic Blade. Looks great. Domino. So you got Domino here. I feel like this was put in a maybe this was the 96 set, or it might have been another Marvel Masterpiece set, maybe 95. This one looks great. Looks more like the classic Domino. This is like an X Factor take. Oh, you got your girl Dazzler, and of course Phoenix here. Look at the muscle definition on Phoenix. It's crazy, man. Beautiful painting. Yep, then you have the Magneto versus Phoenix. Magneto looks awesome. They have another Magneto painting which looks a little bit off. Yeah, this is it right here. I mean, I like how they gave him natural, realistic looking teeth. They're not straight and perfect. Love the helmet. The helmet looks great, shiny. Facial expression just looks a little weird. Eyes look a little bit weird, but still a big fan of it. Ex-Marauders. Here's another Magneto ripping through metal. This is cool, man. Then you got Mystique, mid-transformation. This Mystique painting was great, too. It's a shame they made it so small in this book. All right, then we got Sabretooth, Random, Mr. Sinister, and Onslaught. I always like that Onslaught artwork. Sabretooth looks a little weird. Still pretty cool, though. Random. I just always remember the action figure of this guy. And, of course, Sinister. All right, we've got Fitzroy. I'm not even familiar with this guy. Oh, he's with Bishop as well. And then, of course, another War Machine. And then the last page is Hurricane, again, from Penthouse Comics. All right, guys, and that's the whole book for Titans. Man, so happy that I was able to flip through this thing again. Give me your thoughts on the Titans hardcover in the comments down below. What do you think about Boris Vallejo and Julie Bell? What do you think about the 1996 Marvel Masterpieces? Let me know if you guys want to see me go over the 2018 Joe Jusko book, just to give you a little teaser on that. If we should go over the original comics from the 1992 Marvel Masterpieces, and no matter what, I'm going to go over the Kickstarter hardcover whenever that comes out. But I appreciate you guys watching. Stay minty fresh. Peace.